Peace, 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 peace. Hodak and his lost test. Welcome to the family. Gratitude for everyone now and in the future tapping in. Hopefully you are having a peaceful, blissful, warm, and enlightening day. Over here, we are giving gratitude to the mother, the dark mother, gratitude to the father, gratitude to the eternal sons. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Dositas, Ilhai, Ilahid, Ilahim. In this life, we are sent here to walk a certain path. And this is the path that was given and chosen by and for me. So, welcome to episode 333 of Sabbath Services and Sirius Alignments. So, here are my disclaimers. If you do not enjoy sound healing frequencies, this is your opportunity to exit. This is an open invitation for everyone now and in the future to be ready for change and transformation. And it's going to be a little bit traumatizing. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be peaches and cream, and it's not going to be repetitive, because we don't want to keep saying the same things over and over and over again. There's been so many messages that have been said repetitively, like go to somebody else's YouTube channel if you want like some basic astrology questions. I'm not answering those types of questions here today. Today we're here to get to the dark night, right? What is the dark night, and why must the dark night rise? So, gratitude. Do this just how I do this, because in this life we have been taught to be socially acceptable and be politically correct, to follow social acceptable norms, right? So, how much fun has that been for the collective? How much fun has it been for you to consistently give your power to things outside of yourself? I want to know. How much fun is it working 9 to 5 jobs and only having 2 days of rest? How much fun are you having? I'm going to invite myself. So that gratitude. Let's get in the flow. Gratitude to the waters. So, as a 6th Cancer placement in the 10th house, baby, feel me? I love the waters because the waters hold memory. Waters are the most simple essence and the most essential essence to communicate information across the waters, across bodies, across the universe. The water holds the memory. Still water reflects, and running water speaks, if you didn't know. So we listen to the running waters so that they allow the receptor blockers to be removed from an internal standpoint. Because everything that's happening starts within. How soothing. Gratitude. Let me go put myself in here. Give me one moment, family. gratitude, where it is the invitation for self, for source, for the love that is coming through. There we go. Hey, alrighty. And just like that, family, we have allowed ourselves to be multidimensional in the same space and place at the same time. So let's get back to divine wisdom. And we are back. Gratitude, Elohim, Elohai, Elohim. Would y'all like to shed a light on today's message? Gratitude. So, now that we are here in the space and place, let's get into some things. Clear the space. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude to the Sabbath. Hold up. Seeker. So, in this Sabbath service and Sirius alignment, this is the Dark Night Rises. And welcome to the energy of the Dark Night, because for so long we've been programmed to be stuck in the false light, fake love, spiritual, like the whole spiritual conscious community, the conscious, whatever you want to call the community that has been putting the esoteric information in the public domain for the past who knows how long, many years. It has served its purpose. Now it's time to move forward. It's time to take the next step into what we have to do in order to accomplish and be present in the realm. What does that look like? That looks like you finally deciding to embrace the darkness that's inside of you, because for so long you have been forcing and playing the fool and not the joker. And the Dark Knight always, if there would be no purpose for the Dark Knight without the Joker, Cancer Cutley clear, there would be no passionate desire to want to follow the story of the Dark Knight without a Joker. See, it's so simple how with darkness and with light, we can become so engulfed into the bliss of that which we are engaged in, that we then succumb to the circumstances that are projected onto us in the reality. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy to your body. It's not healthy to the earth herself. It's not healthy to the omniverse. It's not healthy because it's not what you came here to do. Who am I to tell you what you came here to do? Me? I'm just a nobody, nowhere, trying to tell somebody how to help somebody about anybody, anything, everywhere. Omnipresence, right? Dynamic, omnipresence. So how do we become omnipresent? Bringing you craveable ingredients like Harvey's in your lip and vine ripened tomatoes, all certified organic. You see how the ads be going crazy? You're not really trying to hear my ads right now, but it's okay. So how do we become omnipresent? What is omnipresence? Omnipresence is to be everything, everywhere, all at one time. That is being able to tap in with yourself, being able to tap in with your source, tapping in with your soul, so that you can live and create, co-create with source in the manner that you were born to. Born to. Because everything that you have ever needed is already within your body. It's in your DNA. How do you get this information? They told us it was junk DNA. Did y'all know, family, that 80% of our immune system is outside of our body, in our aura fields, biofields, because we are bioelectromagnetic superhumans. These vessels have so much more potential and power than we were told. But it's okay though, because now that we have officially entered the age of the 5D, the age of the golden ones, we are now a part of a a higher collective calling. We are part of a higher collective love, because that's what we want and that's what has been asked for. It's the love to let peace, family. It's the love that we have wanted to let grow. It's the love of self, of source, that has allowed us to be able to go through all of these years of calamity, tragedy, and chaos, that of oppression against the aboriginal indigenous of the Divine Mother. So how dare you not appreciate the journey that she has granted you on her body to become a part of herself? Because we operate on different bodies, different cells, right? Where is the cell that gives you happiness located in your body? Dot, dot, dot. It's not known. And we weren't taught it's okay. But now is the time. Now is time is up for that system. And if you are a part of that system, you are no longer going to be pyramid. Okay? And it's really not even kinda, it's actually very quite sad how we have to deal with the the chaos, the stagnance, the confusion, the genuine just ruckus that is happening on a day-to-day basis. You know, I was told to tap in with the doves, the blackbirds, the oracles, the symbols, and in this card pulling, I'm going to decipher and decode the messages that were given by the wisdoms of old. Gratitude to the three, gratitude to the two, gratitude to the law of one. Alright, wow, we got transcendence and rage coming through, because the Dark Mother has been put into a state of sleep, and this sleep has caused her to imagine being forcibly put to sleep, right? So this no it's not just a right, it's a hibernation, and this hibernation is deep, 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 deep. It's a deep hibernation where, gotta say, in the breath, right? Gratitude to the breath. It's a deep connection to where that sometimes you can get lost in it, because back to the waters, right? We live in these oceans of consciousness. We live in these oceans of synchronicities and symbolisms, and this is how the way that this time holographic reality we are experiencing is unfolded. So in order for one to truly operate in the law of one, you must learn to keep your consciousness in the waters above, because in the waters below it gets toxic, it gets poisonous. The primordial waters in the underworld, you got to go through the primordial waters to get through certain realms in the underworld and the higher realms. It's all a matter of love and frequency, and what you do frequently is your frequency. So what have you been doing frequently? Have you been loving on your body? Because the water is everything in the body, right? The body's surrounded by water. And then our nervous system, our cells, they grow out and spread to every single atom and nerve. It's your nervous system. Your nervous system is so essential and so powerful for the simple fact that it operates your entire vessel without you needing to think about it on a 24 consistent basis. You would be so much more tired if you had to focus on operating your earth rover, your earth vessel, and still had to go work that 9 to 5 job, still serving and putting energy outside of yourself with somebody's false system that was not meant for you. So analyze, think about what you're going through right now. Think about your choices. Think about your actions. Think about what you could be doing tomorrow that's going to support the way so that you can be living free, so that you can live and benefit off of existing. I profit off of existing. My work profits and allows the universe for me to profit from it. I am the authorized user on God's bank account. I authorize transactions on her bank account. All of my transactions are authorized because I have access to the Most High's bank account. There is and always has been endless opportunity potential for you to do anything that you wanted to do. But if you are so distant and so separate from yourself, you won't able to fully genuinely love on yourself, on yourselves, on Visake, on your earth, the houses, the primordial waters, the waters that have been here since the planet first took form and took shape. Let's release some negative energy with this one, right? Because we still gotta have some vibes going around, right? But look in the mirror, family. Look in the mirror. Are you looking in your reflections and seeing how are you loving on your reflection? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and just love on yourself every day? Just love the people that you see on the streets, whether you know their name or not. Where are the prayer warriors at? Where are the people that know how to just be and observe? Because in order for you to actually ascend and elevate, one must become the observer and know how to navigate the waters. What have you been observing about yourself? Have you even realized that you're you're able to observe yourself? Do you hear anything? Anything being sparked? Psh, 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 psh. Glad you got some like codes and activations, right? So where's your foundation? Where are we starting at? Where's where do you find your go-to? Where's your guidance? In order to have guidance, would need a guide, correct? I would think so. But let's get some different vibes up in here, family, because you know, like I said before, I am not here to be an imitator or play the games that y'all want to see played, right? Okay. Okay. Make her shake something. Hold on. All right. We ain't gonna get too much into the ting on ting because we know we go for 100 all day, every day, whenever it needs to get like that. Okay, and that's the power because people act like in the spiritual community, they act like they could do so much love and healing work and do all of that stuff. But then when somebody try and test your patience, you want to turn right back around and act like you like, how you gonna question my spiritual journey when you over there looking like you got taken care of by the damn devil? Hmm. Oh, and the devil is just the one who lived. But this is so funny, right? This is the funniest thing that I find in like the journey of life. When we like at this stage in the game, like everybody's been taught about Jesus and Shitawat Allah, God, Christ, whatever you higher powers, right? These gods and deities, thought forms, all of them above, right? You don't think that any of those energies reside within you? How did they come to be, right? It's a cycle, it's a journey. If it's life, it's a thought form, right? In the beginning was the word, or was it the thought? What'd you know to say if you didn't think of it first? In the beginning, you have to recognize your reflection. You had the waters recognized itself. It saw itself in itself. So if it saw itself in itself, the only way that you could look at you is in a reflection. So then one became two. One love became two loves, a masculine and a feminine, a god goddess, a Elohim. It's very simple. It's very basic. It's peace. It's the sun and the moon because we have these. That's the law. It's a universal law, right? The universal laws are so profound because once you get into the universal laws, then you know how things are actually supposed to be dictated and transformed on this realm. Like, how are we transmuting the love and the energy that we are being that is and has been being projected onto us? Like, I'm just grateful to be present for me and being able to hold on to so many different perspectives because people are driving cars and the world have have a happy habit of making you react to instead of you grasping and holding on to these waters, right? So, what is my message? What is the reason for allowing the dark night to rise? Because once we tap into the darkness, we then start tapping into the looms. And the looms of the spiders, right? This is when Spider Man and the Dark Knight meet. When Spider Man and the Dark Knight meet, it gets real crazy in these streets. Peace to the family, right? It gets real crazy in these streets when you if Spider-Man and Batman, right? The one who was bitten. Oh, it's so interesting she would do that. It's so interesting she would do that. Shout out to Southside Jamaica Queens, right? But Nikki, anyway, when you tap into the web, right? The universal web, the spider web, you can start tapping into these primordial suns. And once you start tapping into the primordial signs, you're learning, you then receive the wisdoms of old, the wisdoms of the Zazoves, of the grand wise women, right? And from what I have learned through the teachings of the women, of the womb man, is that, yeah, remember that movie Avatar? Like, we are one for real with the entire planet. And we must learn to operate within the law of one. That means it doesn't matter what creed, it doesn't matter your skin color, it doesn't matter your sexual preference, it doesn't matter. Any of that for real does not matter. Are you happy with the life that you're living? Because people love to micromanage other people's habits, but still don't have all of their stuff and sources stabilized, stuck, or together. What part of the game is that? Like, let me introduce you guys to something that not a lot of people have, right? So we have this conscious community, right? And there's a part of your conscious that is not necessarily awake. So this is the moment where I would like to invite you to your autoconscious, gratitude consciousness. Meet the conscious cat. Hello. This is consciousness, a depiction of consciousness to help you get back to where you need to be. Because this consciousness is a conscious cat, and curiosity killed the cat. So that's why the cat had to become wise. And where does the wisdom come from? Wisdom in Greek mythology came from the forehead of Zeus, which is the third eye, the, the forehead, the wisdom, because you're able to see beyond the veil. And it's so interesting how these Olympians work their ways and their magics, right? Because before there was them, there were the Netaru, the nature accents symbolized in symbolisms, which is why on in the life we find these symbolisms when they shouldn't be there, right? So, prime example, there's a reflection on the bin on the shed from the sun, but there was nothing in the alley at that time. I don't know if it was a a shadow light, but it got me really, really, really interested in figuring out where these spider deities and why the energy of these spiders are coming through. Because look, the loom, the spider, it just looks like a spider to me, don't it? So when we get into the red spider nebula, we discovered how it's located near the heart of the Milky Way, right? So now we're getting into the spider area of the heart. So the dark night and the spider are merging together. Hmm. It's the heart and the wisdom merging together. Interesting. All right. Because these are your chakras. We ain't even going to step back that far. We should be way ahead of the chakra game. Like, there's 48 of those times 12. Right? 64. 8 times 8 is 8 squared. But cubed. We, that's math for somebody who can uncode and encode and Enki. Anywho, so back to the cosmic waters and the cosmic flames, right? So we always see this red shift, blue shift, red pill, blue pill, right? It's always the two that have to unify and then they make three. So this is where we go along with the principles of the seven. I am Chief Asemiasiu, the Vyosilihi, level seven of the seven principles. And in this life, we walk the walk of love and healing and solitude. It takes it takes, we gonna go there, but it's okay. When you realize that the world that you have been given isn't the world that you want to experience, make a choice, make a decision to do something about it. It only takes a choice, a simple mind thought form in a different eye. It takes a peculiar kind of eye family to be able to tap in to the things that you want to see happen. And sometimes people ain't gonna be ready for the light that you bring. So just be prepared to go on the journey. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I wanted to introduce just clarify some of the things that have been posted on my IG page, right? So let's talk about this pillar of light. This is the pillar that they never taught you about on your Kabbalah tree, right? Because they never showed you the 12 point Kabbalah, right? It was always 10. But when you follow into the law of 12, into the 12, the wheel of time, your zodiac, your astrology, you're able to tap into the third eye, the pillar in the middle. It's right. And then the one in the middle is the two, the one that became three, right? Your three eyes that are in the alpha head. Cool, right? So, in order for you to balance out your energies that's happening and flowing, you have to harmonize as things rise and flow up the ladder of Kundalini and consciousness, so that when you reach the top, you can be able to have the energies spore and spill out, like in your Taurus toroidal field. Like I said before, we are these electromagnetic beings. If the planetary body has an electromagnetic torus field, it must then allow us to tap into our electromagnetic torus fields. Allows us to tap into the one love, the law, that love, will, wisdom. So the more you love, the more wisdom that you will carry, which is great because in the law of one, if you have one, where there's one, there is always two. Do you see how we got to three? and became the observer of 4, a foundation. So we have solidified your foundation. So now let's get to the changes in the 5, the golden way. Because now we're operating in the Joker or Harley Quinn energy, right? To bring forth a merger of divine wisdom and love. We're literally in between phases. So be ready for the secrets to be revealed. It's not easy once you kick a field goal, but one must learn to arise and level up so that your hurt feelings don't get hard. These are ironic, cryptic, encoded keys of the Velios. So mind the stars and the bunnies that go. Be careful because the product is not for the young, right? The rabbit and the shoe brings messages of you. They help you say bless you every time you sneeze. Oh, achoo. Yeah, achoo. I sneeze, I gift, and I weave. I weave the seeds of soul speaks. So listen carefully as I seed. Seed your mind in divine that is divine. Because we are 1111 sightseers, 2 spirited gatekeepers. Okay, gratitude to the poetry. So on this November 4th day, let me pull up my notes because I have been flowing in the spirit, and there's actually a few talking points that I had for y'all today. So let's get to it. On last night, oh, this for the no, not for the collective. We were granted some information about what the people needed to hear. So, in this life, the principles of the 7 have guided yours truly into. Let me check. Into. This is my mic, everybody, because I'm speaking to the waters, right? In this life, everyone, we have been guided by the principles of the 7. Okay, I'm just playing around. But the 7 cosmic flames, the 7 African powers, the 7 days of the week, your 7 planetary bodies. 7 days, the 7 has such a significant symbology. I can go in. It's the God body, it's the G, it's the power of the 7, right? So get into the vibration of the symbology behind the vibration of 7, gratitude. So, the veil, Mother Isis, has anointed Christ, the Buddha, the Sanda, the Lady Nada, Lady Venus, to be a part of the the council. And these councils, right, they control the different veils. The Buddhas, the archangels, all your different religious pantheons, they all set place in a position within the 7 powers. And it's 7, each power has 6 or 15 I want to say cases. And these cases are divided into sections of 3s. But that's for the Telegram group, right? So just so that people are aware that there have been new directions established and set forth. And it is my job to deliver those directions. Give me 1 second. Gratitude to the elephant, wisdom, memories, right? 4, 5. All right. So let's get into the art of transmutation. So have fun. That's how you transmute. You transmute by having fun. So live free. How do you live free? You exist. So figure out why you exist, and then you'll be able to live free. But back to all right. So the directions, right? Okay, great. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. So, what are your formal directions that you have been given so far? We've known the north, we've known the south, we've known the east and the west, right? But what they did to all of the maps is they have been flipped, turned, and put upside down. So, if you are flipped, turned upside down, they got you, all three of your axes, all three of your directions going back. So you're now searching, what's good, D? You're now searching for things outside of yourself to make yourself happy. So this is why we must direct the aether into matter of sound, right? So this is the way we generalize how navigation must take place, right? So in order to direct the aether, which is your spirit, right? You're changing the way that you perceive your direct reality, because everything is essentially energy and vibration or matter, and you affect it by sound, which is the physical, the astral, the mental, and the spirit. So now that we have established these eight directions, it's a matter of navigating your axes, your x-axis, your y-axis, and the z's, right? So these are three axes. Here we go with the power of three, because once you operate within the Trinity, you're able to get to the divine nine vibration. Because once you have three, then you have nine, right? It's magnetized. So you got x-axis right here, right? And then you have y-axis. But this is 2D, Graham. In order for you to be able to see things in 3D, you have to have a third perspective. And in order for you to get to a fourth perspective, peace, Renzi, in order for you to get to another perspective, you have to be able to expand and show yourself in different hues and different layers and different wells and different realms. And that goes back to the directions where we have the matter, the aether. It's the waters, the primordial cosmic waters that allow us to be able to navigate. And this is why the directions have been reestablished. And just to clarify again, your directions are to direct aether, matter, and sound into the physical, astral, and mental spirit realms. The eight directions, because you have the eight octaves, the eight tonal waves, the first eight music notes. And to know the music is to know the universe, because we do this for the love of the music. So, leading into the next topic, which is how to tap in with yours truly, the primordial shaman. I am only a text away. I am a DM away. I am here for you eternally and always, family, because I am you and you are me. And Bitcoin is rising. Hold on, gratitude. Because I am you and you are me, we are able to be omnipresent, omni. And I'm grateful that I have been given the opportunity and the space and the voice and the energy to transmute the loving, healing frequencies of the waters. Now, may you be healed, may you be whole, may you be one. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Stay tuned for what we have coming up in store. Much love. Ending this Dark Night transmission. See you on Sabbath services and Sirius Alignments 444, episode number 4 next week, live Saturday at 6 o'clock. Gratitude.